Welcome, soccer fans. It is the United States and France, and we are in a weather delay. But the good news is we should be going soon. It's still raining, but the lightning in the area that postponed this kickoff from 7:30 should be happening in about 10, 15 minutes, and we'll be underway in just a moment. The teams have already been on the field for the warm-ups. The starting lineups, as far as the introductions and the national anthems, will be coming up in just a moment here on USsoccer.com.
Falls for Carly Lloyd on her left. Sensational goal.
Gonna go. Keeper's out. That's empty. LaRue. U.S. leads.
It's offside. It's Raquel. Stopped again by Solo. Womack. Goal number 159. It's the international scoring record. And the U.S. begins this journey to the 2015 World Cup.
And good evening, soccer fans, and welcome to the Women's International Friendly between the United States and France here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. It's the first of a two-game set, with the second one played Thursday night in Connecticut, but tonight's match features the top-ranked United States and the fourth-ranked France team, and has some quite interesting storylines, none of which will change, even though the weather delay has put us just a little bit behind tonight. It is the first game here for the U.S. under head coach Jill Ellis, now that she has been officially named in that role. She's had the interim role a couple of times and gone unbeaten, 6 wins, 3 draws in those 9 games in her 2 different stints. The U.S. comes into these friendlies with nearly every player coming into the international duty from their NWSL team. Coach Ellis, meanwhile, would like to get a good look at some of the players as the U.S. prepares for the CONCACAF Women's World Cup qualifying in October, of course, in preparation for Canada in the 2015 World Cup. France, meanwhile, led by Philippe Bergeroux, sees almost their entire roster from the top 4 clubs in France, whose professional season ended just 2 weeks ago. The national team has also been very active lately in their World Cup qualifying, outscoring their opponents 45-2 in games this year. France is on top of their game and will pose a great match to the United States and its 82-game unbeaten streak at home. Teams are going to be introduced here in a moment. We'll get the national anthems. We'll also get a couple opportunities for some of the key players in this game. First, for the United States, Carly Lloyd will get that opportunity. She's the starting center midfielder for tonight. And the last time against France, she came into the game in the 16th minute, scored the game winner back in the 2012 Olympics. That was, as I mentioned, the last time the United States played against France. And for France will be number 14, Louisa Nassib. She's also the starting center midfielder for the French. France has cruised to 7 victories in the European group qualifying, outscoring their opponents 45-2, and Nassib has been a big part of that, assisting on 15 of those goals. For France in net will be Sarah Bouadi. She'll be wearing number 16. Low below, she'll wear number 3. She's along the defensive line. Next to her will be Laura George. She's wearing number 4. Sabrina Delanois, she's the captain. She's wearing number 5. Also along the defense, Jessica Uara, who wears number 8. Amandine Henry, she'll be in the midfield wearing number 6. Eugenie Le Sommet will be the forward. She wears number 9. Also up front, Marie-Lo Delot. She wears number 16. More midfielders, Camille Abali. She wears 10. Elodie Thomas wears number 12. And Louisa Nassib, as we mentioned, wears number 14. For the United States, starting in goal will be Hope Solo. One more shutout, and she will tie Brianna Scurry for the all-time with 71 shutouts as a U.S. goalkeeper. Ali Krieger wears number 11. She's on the back line, joined by Becky Sauerbrunn, who wears 4. Christy Rampone wears number 3. Stephanie Cox wears 14. They're on the defense. In the midfield, Allie Long, who wears number 15. Carly Lloyd, as we mentioned, will wear number 10. And Lauren Holiday wears number 12. Lauren Holiday will have just a bit of a ceremony for her, as she had her 100th cap just a couple of weeks ago up in Canada as the U.S. beat the Canadians, or drew the Canadians. As we mentioned up front, Kristen Press, she wears 23. She'll kind of be the outside midfielder, but going forward. Tobin Heath wears 17. She'll be on the left side. And Sydney Leroux, who's been the United States top goal scorer so far in this calendar year, 2014, wears number 2. And as we hear the national anthems, we will hear for France and the United States. crowd here at Raymond James braving the weather. It's still raining, but the lightning has cleared out throughout tonight. A couple of notes on the United States for tonight. We did not hear in the starting lineup Abby Wambach, who has been nursing a knee injury. I've seen her at practice the last few days. She's been doing plenty of running, but it's something she kind of tweaked in her NWSL game on June 1st. So she is not dressed tonight. She will not be playing. But a name that people have not heard since November with the national team, Alex Morgan. We expect to see her in the second half as Alex will get a chance to get some running in, and it's a first time. She did get a game in last week with her team Portland up in the NWSL, and she ended up playing 90 minutes, but still she has not played for the United States since November of 2013 due to an ankle stress fracture, but seems to be better now, and we expect to see her in the second half. Substitutes for the United States, Whitney Engen, Morgan Bryan, the youngster out of Virginia, the one college player on the roster. She wears number 7. Amy Rodriguez is on the bench. Heather O'Reilly, as we mentioned, Alex Morgan, Rachel Van Hollebeck, and Ashlyn Harris will be the backup goalie. As you see on screen now here, it's Lauren Holiday will be honored as the U.S. will go out for the coin toss at this time. As we mentioned, the 100th cap for Lauren Holiday, and again today she'll be wearing the captain's armband. So she'll handle that duty right now and then receive the honor as we get ready to get started. The four officials for tonight: Christina Unkel, she's your center referee; Amanda Ross, Shirley Perello, those will be on the line, and Katja Kuralova will be the fourth official. As we mentioned, there is Lauren Holiday, who at this time will get the presentation. So cap number 101 tonight, but being honored for cap number 100, Lauren Holiday, as we mentioned. Lauren Cheney, as she started, but recently married, will get that opportunity to come out for 101 tonight. Had a chance to talk to Jill Ellis prior to the game and may have mentioned it in the warm-ups. Right now, it's going to be an interesting story. Not an easy task to get your first game as the head coach, is to go against a very good France team that is playing very well as of late. They've outscored their opponents 45-2 in their World Cup qualifying. And they just came back from a tie against Brazil this past weekend as they were down in French Guiana. So they played there. Now they're coming up in the middle of their World Cup qualifying. The United States, on the other hand, don't go through the CONCACAF qualifying until October. And a lot of these players who were playing in their professional league are still trying to get a chance, and Coach Ellis will want to get a see. She's had a chance as the technical director to see what these girls can do, but these women have already. You want to see what they can do as your head coach. So a big challenge here for the United States, who look like they're going to kick off and they're going to defend the north goal here in Raymond James Stadium. They'll head from north to south. For those familiar, this is the stadium of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They have the iconic pirate ship, and that will be at the back of the United States here as they start off the game. And we're just seconds away from getting started as it's international friendly between the United States and France. LaRue on the ball with Holiday. Coach said she'd like to go a high pressure, and we'll see that when France has the ball, but right now they're moving along the near sideline. Long ball played forward and headed out of bounds by France. This will be Ali Krieger, who will throw it in. Up to press, back to Krieger. Rampone gets a chance, and Hope Solo will get her first touch standing outside the penalty area and give it back to Rampone. United States working across the back line, light pressure by France, and now we'll move it to the left side. Looking for the opening. That's Krieger and press. Rampone will play it off the French player and throw in for the United States. Again, cleared out by France. That was off of low below. Good crowd as the lower bowl on the far side. Filling up. Again, another throw in for the United States. And a light rain here at Raymond James. Kickoff delayed about 37 minutes because of lightning in the area earlier, and the French will take possession of it. Amandine Henry, and then now back to the goalkeeper, Bouadi, who makes the move, and she'll play it out long. Cross midfield brought down by Le Sommet. Now that ball will find the back line for the United States. Krieger will look forward and get it up to Carly Lloyd. Lloyd's pass intercepted. Now France will play it back to Bouadi, who will try and reset it. Dribble outside her penalty area. And press in the defense to send a long ball. LaRue will pressure to make it play it. Challenge to one by Sauerbrunn for the United States. There's Tobin Heath, who has it taken off her foot. And there's Le Sommet. Now playing wide, the overlapping defender. Press will run her off the ball and get it back. Good defensive play by Kristen Press, who ran from her forward position. Of course, more so of an overlapping midfielder as the U.S. in the formation technically listed as a 4-3-3, probably more like a 4-5-1 with LaRue being the front runner. Long ball as Heath is behind the defender. She'll take the pressure on and turn it back. Gets a little help. Tobin Heath on the overlap to Holiday. Lauren Holiday tries to go around the defender, and she'll play it out. It's going to go off of Holiday. It'll be a goal kick for France as the defender was able to run her off the ball. Here a little bit of Sam's Army down there in the end zone behind the French goal. Bouadi sends it up towards the midfield line. Gets down to the feet, and now the U.S. will take possession. It's Holiday out wide to Heath. LaRue running towards the corner, gets the ball, one-on-one with the defender. Gets into the penalty area and a cross. Back post, headed on, and it's knocked down and away. And now France will take it towards the corner. A dangerous opportunity for the United States. And now France will take it towards midfield. Le Sommet, who's been very dangerous for France in scoring some goals, but her pass finds the feet of Christy Rampone. Now Krieger will find Sauerbrunn, and again the United States looking to bring it out of the back. Allie Long forward for Heath and back to Long. Holding it press, she'll find the midfielder. Has either wing, and she'll play it back out to the near side. That's Krieger. And now cleared away by France. Again at midfield, the United States keeping good possession. Working the ball well here through the first 5 minutes of this game. Now Sauerbrunn. Long forward for Holiday. Holiday wide, open person there is Krieger on her right foot, plays it across, and the sliding defender for France will send it out. It'll be a corner kick, the first of the game, low below for France. Able to keep that one. The United States looking dangerous again, and we'll have the corner here in the 6th minute. Left foot in swinger by Holiday. Ball played back post, punched away by Bouhaddi. Nicely done, and it'll be a corner kick on the other side. That one hung up a little high, and Bouhaddi able to run towards the back post and punch it away from the on-charging U.S. forward, or at least the attacking player. Again, an in-swinger. Holiday comes across the field, and this time will bring it in with the right foot. Whip towards the near post, and it's off the crossbar. Bouhaddi got a hand on it. That one was coming inside, and Bouhaddi seemed to fall, but got a hand. It goes off the crossbar, and now a foul will be called here on Sabrina Delanois, as Carly Lloyd was able to run that one down, and she started to go back towards the goal. Delanois slid in, and it's a free kick here for the United States in a very dangerous position. Again, Holiday will be on it. Last time out, dangerous opportunity. Here's Holiday. Whip towards the near post off the goal box and headed out by France. Another corner kick for the United States. So we played 7 minutes between the top-ranked team, the United States, and the fourth-ranked team, France, and it's been all U.S. here in the first few minutes of this game. Referee Christina Unkel having a little word with Christian Press and the French defender. This one will be an outswinger. Right foot, Holiday, towards the back post, and it's caught by Bouhaddi. Looking for the quick out break, and she throws it down the middle. And it's a 3-on-3 for France, and now they'll play towards the back post. Great speed here by the French on the backside. It's Elodie Thomas on the right foot shot, saved by Hope Solo. Great opportunity there for France, and Hope Solo up to the task, and now the United States will come out from the back. That French speed was shown there as Marilo Delis was able to come up the middle and play the ball. And that's some good speed by the French, something that the U.S. will probably be aware. Now they'll still play. They're looking forward. Lloyd's pass intended for Leroux was intercepted. Again, the French will bring it up, and they'll try again towards the backside. This one's cleared away by Sauerbrunn. And the French have looked very dangerous in their two counter opportunities to this point. Krieger will play it back to the feet of Solo. Hope dribbles out towards the area, and the French are content to drop back towards the midfield, and the United States will work their way out of the back. Krieger able to go around the defender, cannot connect in the pass with Holiday, but she's brought down right at the midfield stripe on the near side. Another free kick for the United States. Here's the replay on the goal where Thomas comes in, tries to go down to the near post, and is Solo able to get down low enough and to keep that one out. So Krieger will look to play this ball long. The U.S. sending a couple of their bigger bodies, but they're still about 10 yards outside the penalty area. A couple of players that were in offside position will run back. And the United States cannot get on the end of that, and the French will bring it out from the backside. And that's Le Sommet. And again, the speed of Thomas, but the run is not timed out by Low Below. And it's going to roll back to Hope Solo. That seems to be the dangerous thing right now, is Elodie Thomas going to use that speed, and a couple times she's had opportunities. So the U.S. keeping possession along the back again. The France strategy appears to be let the U.S. bring it out. When they get to midfield, they'll pinch in. And now a long ball cannot connect. It wasn't well hit by Carly Lloyd, who waves forward to Leroux and says, my bad, and the French will bring it out the back. Up and going down a little too easily is Delis. Now towards the backside. Ines, left foot across, it's over the back post, punched off again high, and on the back post, Sydney Leroux cannot put it in the net. That ball coming on the far side looked to be Kristen Press. She and Heath have switched over, and that one was punched off the goalkeeper, and LaRue could not get it into the net. Here's the replay. There is the ball touched out there, punched away, and LaRue tried to get in, didn't have a good angle, and just put it into the side netting just outside for a goal kick. Bouadi was able to punch that one away as Press was able to send it across the goal. Bouadi's pass intercepted by Heath, who will head it forward. Bouadi's outside of her box and now sends it left foot as LaRue had good pressure. There's Carly Lloyd, who has nothing, so she'll just play it back to Hope Solo. Strong ball from the midfield, but Solo able to run back to her right. And she'll switch the field. Rampone with Heath. Just joining us, the U.S. and France, both teams with great opportunities early going. For the France attack was more of a counterattack as this pass goes awry, and now France will take possession of it and look to play it up towards the forward, and that's Le Sommet. Nice ball dropped inside, and going forward is Abali. Abali now wide to DeLee, who cuts inside on the right foot, shot into the stomach of Rampone, but the U.S. will have possession of Rampone with a good block, and now Holiday has it. France with numbers back, and the U.S. will try to get a little bit more support into the attack. LaRue brings it down, but she has two defenders on her. Headed away, but it will go to Lloyd. Keep possession. Up forward to Press. She'll turn. Can't connect, looking for Heath. And Press will commit the foul as she trips up the French player. Good combination of experience and youth with this United States team. Here's the replay as Press goes in, left foot clicking on, taking left foot to left foot. Little smile, knows she maybe got her, but maybe went down a little easy. Did Abali. Long ball headed up, and the challenge by Dooley. We'll see her commit the foul for France. A little bit of space now for Rampone, who will look long. Running on, heading back into it is Holiday. That header is taken by France. Back line is Delanois. She'll use her keeper, Bouadi. And they'll switch it out to Laura George. France will lose possession of it, and the United States will have a throw in just inside the half line. Sauerbrunn looks forward. And Rampone will send a long ball across. Press holding off the defender, but it is taken away by France. And Thomas, with that speed, tries to cut inside, and the two defenders for U.S. able to take it off her. Sauerbrunn with a little help. Heath with a nice touch to Press. Press looking for the long ball. Holiday's running in. That one's going to skip into the penalty area and will probably roll over the line unless, of course, Bouadi decides to keep it in, which she does. Still a light drizzle here at Raymond James here in Tampa. We played about 15 minutes, a little more. Quarter of an hour gone. Bouadi now push it outside her penalty area. A little light pressure by LaRue. A couple nice touches by France, and they have a little bit of space, but the pass goes out of bounds. Dooley looking for Thomas. It's L&D Thomas, spelled T-H-O-M-I-S. But said just like with an A. And a nice 1-2 by the United States. And Krieger will look, and it will go off the backside of the French player to be a throw-in for the United States. Nice move and work between the U.S. Krieger will get her down, but the pass blocked from going across. Krieger looking for help. And Holiday can't get back with her. It's a throw in deep in the own in for France. Flicked on. And now possession goes to Nassib. Nassib looks for the cross to Thomas, taken away from her nicely there by Ali Long. And now Sauerbrunn. U.S. switches the field. Inside for Holiday. She's got help with Krieger. Rampone. Ball played up for Heath, who's able to get it back to Krieger. Nicely done by Heath. Good work by the United States. Holiday looking for the overlapping run. Great ball out wide on the left foot. Now back inside. That's Lloyd. Lloyd with the spin, able to get into the penalty area. Press at the penalty spot. It was off the head of LaRue. Christen Press able to turn and just not able on the shot to get it towards net. And LaRue kind of got on the wrong side of that one. But LaRue able to run this one down, but it's going to go off of her. It'll be a throw in for France. Low below. Throws it in nicely. And the U.S. takes possession. France with a lot of bodies behind the ball, but trying to get over the top. And this one's going to deflect. LaRue will have it. She'll let it roll out for a corner kick as the France defender went up. It goes off her head. I believe it was Laura George, and this is going to be a corner kick for the United States. In the first 18 minutes already, their fourth corner kick. Holiday will bring this one in on the left foot in swinger. Towards the near post, kicked away, and another corner kick for the U.S. as it goes over the inline. The near post defender took a couple steps and just sent that one out. The U.S. trying to work something on that near side. Now Holiday will take this one with the right foot. Should be coming away from the goalie. Last couple times, Bouhaddi able to come out and get it. This one's driven, headed away by France. L&D Thomas able to spin in the United States, and Thomas now has it. A 2-on-2 situation. Thomas will go at the defender. That's Rampone. Thomas on the step over, slows it down in her pass. Taken away by the United States, who was able to get a lot of bodies behind the ball. It started at 2-on-2, ended up at 3-on-5. The U.S. able to take it and now has possession and will try and go the other way as Holiday looks and plays it out to Krieger. Krieger up to Heath. Heath with the defender on her, will attack her. Step inside, now has Holiday. Holiday trying to look and has it just taken off of her. And now France will go at the defender. Thomas with space and opening. She's towards the top of the penalty area. She's going to pit it back across with the right foot, flicked on nicely by Rampone, who was able to take that dangerous centering cross and destroy the opportunity for France. The U.S. will come back the other way. All the French defensive line is back. It appears to be LaRue who's playing out wide there. Lloyd now with it. Lloyd into press. Tried to flick it over. There's LaRue. Goes off her chest, and she's still attacking on her left foot. Shot goal! Sydney LaRue! And the United States has taken a 1-0 lead. Great work by the United States, as Kristen Press and Sydney Leroux were able to work the combination, and Leroux just fought with it and stayed with it, just continued running, and the French players hit it in. Here's the replay as the flick on by Press. It goes up, she continues running her body and just able to bulldoze it to where she gets it down on the left foot and just slots it underneath Bouhaddi, and it's a 1-0 U.S. lead. And now France will take possession on the backside. And Bouhaddi looks to push it forward. Down at the feet of Thomas. And the two U.S. defenders able to take her off it very nicely, but it's back out, and France will have it. That's Henry. Finds a way to Thomas. It's going to go off of her foot. It will be a throw-in for the United States. U.S. getting time in the back. France has been content to just wait as the U.S. brings it forward. And they've been able to create some opportunities, including the goal. Leroux with her 7th goal this year, this calendar year in 2014. That leads the United States. And the U.S. still working it along the back. Trying to create the pressure, bringing the French defense out, and it will be a throw-in. As we mentioned, that is the 7th goal for Leroux this year. That was Kristen Press's 2nd assist of the year. United States just working it along midfield. France sitting back. Holiday now with it. France will take possession. Long ball looking. Rampone will get to it first. And a short ball out to Krieger, who's got a ton of space. Sauerbrunn now. United States still working the ball along the back. 25th minute here at Raymond James, 1-0 United States. Long ball, played up, Press, brings it down with the head, drops it back for Heath. Looks for the opening, it's got Carly Lloyd. Lloyd steps inside, got a defender on, moves it to the left foot, shot's going to deflect, and Bouhaddi able to collect that one, coming forward out towards her penalty area. And she'll roll it out short. Here's the replay as Lloyd moves to the left foot, and a nice play by the defender, Laura George, who was able to block that one. Now France will take their time along the back. Bouhaddi. Now back to the goalie. We'll dribble out the penalty area. Leroux gives a little chase. And now the long ball back over here to Below. France moving it towards the back even further. Now played on, headed back by Rampone, and Solo will have the ability to use her hands. And now Hope Solo will want to send this one long off the punt. Press challenges. Did it go off the French? Yes, it did. It'll be a throw in for the United States. Allie Krieger looks to take this one. Now Holiday with a little pressure. She's got help back. She gives it to Rampone, and U.S. will look to switch it towards the left side. Sauerbrunn maybe. She's in the middle looking for the open person. She'll get it to Holiday. Holiday can't connect with Lloyd, but doesn't lose possession. A long ball challenged by Heath, and that one's cleared away by France. Still challenging for the United States. And that goes off of France. It'll be a United States throw-in. Heath on the ball, has it taken away. And it'll be a play on for France. It's going down. They have the opportunity on the back side. Now played across the middle. It's going to skip over the foot. Le Sommet has it, but it is now cleared away by Rampone. LaRue on the left foot will send it across towards the back post. It'll go to Bouhaddi, though. And the French goalkeeper will throw that one out to the left and a little bit of space for Abali. Make that for Nassib. Louisa Nassib out wide to Dooley. Dooley again with it. Back towards the middle. Thomas touch goes the opposite direction, but she's about 35 yards out. She's got help on the right, but she'll try and take the defender on until she gives it outright. Now looking for the ball across, and it will go out for a goal kick. As that ball, Jessica Uwara had to run a little bit too much for that. A couple of touches by the French forward may have let her down in that situation. And now Solo looks to take the goal kick. Couple of notes here on the United States. Abby Wambach, as we mentioned, nursing a knee injury. She's not on the 18-man roster today. As this ball now, France makes it and keeps it. There's Nassib. Nassib with a step over. Creates some space now into the penalty area. Looks on the right foot. Shot and Hope Solo gets it. May have been going just slightly wide, but no chances taken, and a nice save by Hope. And she'll slowly dribble this one out towards the penalty area. Nice move by Nassib. Gave herself some space and able to get the shot. So we were talking about Abby, but she'll be back soon. She just kind of tweaked that knee. Alex Morgan, another one. We probably will see her in the second half. Talking with Jill Ellis. She wants to see her play, and she hasn't played for the national team since November. So whether or not she comes in at the half or gets a little more time, this ball is taken away by Lloyd, and a nice touch here. That's Le Sommet, who's in one-on-one with Hope and able off the post. As Le Sommet came in and tried to bend it into the near post or to her post off the right side, and it goes off it and out of bounds for a goal kick. Here's Le Sommet just inside the penalty area. Hope kind of guesses to her right, goes to her left, and it goes off the post. And the French with another opportunity on the counterattack. This one they cannot take advantage of either. Hope Solo's come up with a couple of big saves on the counter, but that one rather fortunate that Le Sommet just pushed that one wide. It shows you how the French, perhaps their thought process as they come here into the United States, how to play against them, is to go on the counter opportunity. Headed on, Holiday. And now press, kept it in well. That's Krieger. Lloyd, and then she does a switch, and she will send it wide. Overlapping run. cannot get it on the back heel is Heath. She was looking for Stephanie Cox. Cox able to come back and play it off her. Nice job by Stephanie Cox from that defender position. And as we mentioned, Coach Jill Ellis said she wants to get a good look at Alex, who did play for her club team in the NWSL just a week ago. There's a throw-in now for the U.S. But her first action for the U.S., and another note, not on the roster tonight, but who has been training with the team, Shannon Box, who the United States welcomes back after giving birth just a few months ago. Ball played across the top. LaRue has it down on her knee, has no help, so she'll send it towards the back. There's Sauerbrunn. And Rampone. Now forward with Lloyd. Lloyd looks to go with the back post. Ball's open, and Heath, it's going to skip past her. She'll run it down and keep it in bounds, and now look to bring it in with that left foot. Across, it's going to be headed away, but not out. Lloyd off the chest, touch, left foot, shot, and it will go wide. But it was a deflected wide, and it will be another corner kick for the United States. Carly Lloyd with an opportunity. Nice touch, and that left-footed shot goes off a deflection. United States again with their 6th corner kick here in the first half alone. 32 minutes into it, 32 and change into it. Left foot Holiday across. Bouadi able to collect this one easily. No one pressuring her. Now the throw out. And that's Nassib. Nassib looking for the speed of Thomas, and Rampone able to put her body between Thomas and that. Nicely done by the veteran defender for the United States. And she'll use Hope Solo, as we mentioned, Rampone with her 293rd cap. And a great play right there, keeping the speed of the France player from getting her around her. Now Sauerbrunn will work with Stephanie Cox. Holiday with a little space. The U.S. will keep it just inside their half. Working it out from the back. Nice touch by Press. Working wide to Krieger. That ball just on the line, stayed in. LaRue looking to turn, and now she'll find Rampone in the back. Christie tried to work a little pass with Kristen Press. Instead, it will go out for a throw in for France. And they can't control it. It will be a throw in for the United States. Heath will play this one off the defender. It'll be a throw in for the U.S. LaRue with control. Back up to Holiday. Holiday looks to turn just outside the penalty area. She got on the right foot, but too many defenders come across. This one's going to be cleared towards the corner. Heath with an attempted spin move will go off her foot. It'll be a throw in for France. Long ball attempt goes off the shin of Tobin Heath. It'll be a throw in again for France. And now Nassib has it taken away from her, but it will roll back towards the defender for France. The pressure by the United States. LaRue coming across, forces the bad pass. That example right there is why the forwards put pressure on them and force the long ball. Don't give the defenders time, because most times they'll pick someone out and then the rest of your team is chasing from that point. This ball goes awry, but Lloyd able to run it down as no French player was around. Wide now to Krieger. Slide tackle by France, and it'll be play on. Krieger is down, and the French player's down too, and with it being a friendly, they'll kick it out of bounds right now. So Krieger's down, Nassib is down, but Nassib is now up. And there's Ali, who's sitting up, and you can see a couple of the spins. Nassib was holding her right ankle, Nassib, and we'll see with Krieger. A little bit of a limp, but not knowing exactly where that is. Took a bit of a tumble, holding that left quad right now. Still drizzling here at Raymond James in Tampa. Delayed about 30 minutes for kickoff tonight because of weather. Lightning was in the area, so the delay. The U.S. will show sportsmanship and throw it back to French defender and goalkeeper. And that 30-minute delay, but it's been raining ever since, even when the teams were on the field. Saw some lightning in the background, but the weather forecast had it moving away, and we really haven't seen anything since kickoff. Maybe a few lightning glimpses, I'll say, in the background during the pregame, but that didn't come to fruition as Thomas on the far side will keep it. She'll cut inside, looking for a little help. France now run down by Les Sommet. France with a little possession now. France really hasn't shown a lot of the possession, but they have been dangerous on 2 or 3 opportunities to counterattack. U.S. has been showing that good pressure, and when talking to Jill Ellis in the pregame, that's what she wanted to see, a lot of pressure, and her team has done that. They've kept possession a lot as Dooley trying to chase down Lloyd. Instead now it'll be Cox on the backside. Into Lloyd. Now on the left foot, she's got a defender on her. She will bring it back, and she'll step on the ball, miscontrol it. And now France will send it up towards midfield and beyond. Dooley with Thomas. And again, the speed now. Rampone will try and run her down and cut her off, at least slow her down. She's done that. The United States with a couple of defenders on her. There's 3. She'll try and play it, and they do. A nice give and go for France. And that is Thomas again. But the U.S. able to recover, and they'll send it out of bounds for a throw-in. Another nice job by Rampone. And the U.S. has a player down. That is Lauren Holiday, who earlier before the game was honored with her 100th cap jersey, which she got just a couple of weeks ago playing against Canada. Right now they're looking at the left knee or calf. The sock goes down. Whether or not she got kicked or might be trying to something on the shin as the players are getting ready. It's Holiday who is down. France will have the throw in. As I was talking about Rampone, who was able to come back and at least cut off the run. Thomas, who has shown that speed on multiple occasions tonight. But the United States getting a couple of bodies between the goal and the ball. And that allowed the rest of the defenders to come back. Holiday limping a bit, but she is walking off. Of course, anytime you get medical assistance, you're going to have to step off the field, be it wait until the referee waves you back in. Again, they're looking at the shin of Lauren Holiday. U.S. playing with 10 for a couple of minutes, or at least a couple of moments, while Holiday gets treatment, and now France will look towards the near sideline. Zabali. A little space will turn, looking forward. That's below. And low below on the run from Nassib. Looks on the left foot cross. It's set. Nassib on it on the right foot. Shot, and it will go over the crossbar. Louisa Nassib had the ball fall at her feet. And as she had it about 20 yards out, looking for the top corner on the far side, sent it over the net. And now, Solo going to talk to you. There's the replay just inside the circle. I think a ball came in and The referee, Christina Hunkel, said, oh, just let's play with the ball that is there instead of changing it up. Something we'll keep our eye on. And Holiday running back towards midfield, looking to get the opportunity to be waved back on, but right now the U.S. still playing with 10. A little bit of a turn and a slip, and now the U.S. with a counter perhaps. And now Holiday is waved back on. The U.S. going forward on the far side. Cleared away by France. Now they'll keep possession in the back. Couple of landmarks perhaps looking tonight. As Bouhaddi will look to play it out in the back with France. Hope Solo is one shutout away from tying Brianna Scurry for the all-time lead at 71. She has 70. Of course, to get that, she'll have to play the entire game, and the United States will have to keep the ball at the back of their net. It is 1-0 U.S., so that possibility still exists. France now sending the long ball, looking again for Thomas. This one's going to come down to Dooley. Back to Thomas. Thomas on the right side, being guarded by Cox. Long ball played across. France has a player headed down, and Hope Solo able to keep that one out. Skips off, and that was Jessica Uwada. Was that Le Sommet? But that ball came down off the line. I think that was Le Sommet, number 9. And that ball skipped on the wet turf, goes off of Solo, and she's able to, with the right-hand grab, probably keep it there. Just outside. Don't think goal line technology would have quite come into play there, but it was close, and you could tell that Le Sommet was pleading her case. No signal as an offsides now, back and forth by Dooley. But France, and here's that long ball played across, and you can see right there the skip, and as that ball is going towards the line, I don't think there's a doubt that she kept it out, but certainly not a clean play, but it's still 1-0 United States. So Hope Solo on the end of that one. Long ball looking up for Press, who heads it inside. That one's going to find its way to Bouhaddi. Bouhaddi, as we click towards the final minute, waiting for her defender to tie her shoe. It's low below down at the bottom of your screen. She's up now, so now Bouhaddi will look to play it out of the back. Final minute plus any stoppage time here of the first half action. Long ball. It's going to skip off, and Sauerbrunn able to head it back to her goalkeeper, and Solo will pick this one up. A little bit of pressure by Dooley. And the waning seconds the first half, not one to take any chances with any balls play out short, but Solo will help a little more time run off. She dribbles out of her penalty area and looks to play it towards the corner. Press inside to Lloyd, and the United States can't connect. And we will have 1 minute of stoppage time here in the second half, or at least of the first half action. Tried to flick on by Dooley. As it is, this one's going to go back over the heads of everyone. Can Bouhaddi come out? But not in the penalty area, so she just kicks it out of bounds. It'll be a throw in. Throw in U.S. So we're told to push it back, and looks like we're all content here as we play the final seconds of the first half. To see this international friendly go in as it is now. The United States will play it short. There's Heath. maybe looking for one final U.S. opportunity. She'll work a 1-2 with press, but as the U.S. don't go forward fast enough, they will walk away with the lead here at the half. But they look very good against a very good French team. The French, again, coming in number 4, have looked very good on the counter, but as far as possession, those opportunities created, good pressure by the United States. Jill Ellis got to be very happy here in her first opportunity as the actual head coach, as Tobin Heath and the rest of the team make their way off the field. But the United States, in a half that they've controlled for the most part, and on the scoreboard, will take a 1-0 lead. We'll be back from Tampa in just a couple moments. teams are entering the field here for the second half of the international friendly between the U.S. and France, but we do have a few highlights. We'll try and get those to you here as the United States leads 1-0 against France. A lot of defensive pressure by the U.S. is able to keep this one. They were able to get the goal early on, but of course, let's go ahead and take a look at those highlights here as the U.S. And that was Thomas who came in on a counterattack. The U.S. controlled a lot of play throughout the first half, but defensively they were able to recover. After that one by Thomas, the French team was able to go ahead and create some other opportunities, but defensively you can see Sauerbrunn working with Long there. And here, again, Cox able to come back, and Rampone able to run Thomas off after that early dangerous play. And all that led because of the Leroux persistence, able to get the goal on that left side. The U.S. really controlled play, as you can see. Sidney Leroux didn't stop, didn't care, and was able to put the left footer into the side netting, and that's why the United States leads 1-0 against France here at the half. Teams are now taking the field again, and we'll try and get maybe some of the substitutions. If anyone has come on, we see Leroux, we see many of the same numbers. Perhaps Jill Ellis will give this team or these players the opportunity to come out for their first half of the action and then make the substitutes as needed. I don't see any substitutes here for the United States. Seems to be all the same numbers that have made their way out. And for France, much the same. So we'll verify whether or not either team made any substitutes. Still waiting on the French goalkeeper. As Bouadi runs straight out from the tunnel. And now she's made her way. Teams will switch ends as they always do. And weather, it's again, wind not much of a factor on the field tonight. It has been wet. Doesn't appear to be much of the rain still falling here in the sky, but the rain has cooled it off. It was in the 90s earlier today here in Tampa, and very humid. Humidity is still obviously that way, but with the rain, it's in the 70s here tonight at Raymond James Stadium. Delis and Lesame will work on the ball. And now France will look to press forward. We'll see if they change their strategy here in the second half, as they were leading or trailing 1-0 now, but they seem to be content to play back and let the U.S. work it out of the back. We'll see whether or not any changes are there. Heath on the ball. Tobin Heath cuts inside. We'll have it taken from her. She'll tackle and take down the French player. It'll be a free kick for France. And Lesame. Eugenie Lesame, who's been very productive for France here in this offseason, scoring goals. Gets her chance. And one other note on the Leroux goal, that was her career number 31. And she doesn't have that many starts in her career, just a 52nd cap, 31 goals already. Bouadi, long ball sent across. And intercepted there by the United States, but cannot run on to it. To be Long, and Bouadi now sends it short to the near side. There's Jessica Uwara, but we have an injured United States player, so she'll let it roll out of bounds. Just at midfield as the United States sends the trainer out, and that's Tobin Heath. And they have to be looking at the left knee of Tobin. She went down on the tackle. It just kind of maybe got back up, and it just didn't feel right, so she sat down. The trainer's out now. Tobin will have to come off the field for a moment. We'll see whether or not that was part of the substitution plan. She's moving off on her own. However, the signal by the trainer is he wants her to come off, or maybe she needs to come off. So the United States will be sending a substitute on for her in a moment. U.S. will have to take the throw in as the French let it roll out of bounds. And Leroux will come across. And the injury to Tobin Heath means we might see Alex Morgan. And it will be Alex Morgan who will be coming in on the next opportunity. United States able to take the ball away. Again, playing with 10 men as Heat has to come off the field. They'll keep it along the back. Sauerbrunn in with Rampone, back to Sauerbrunn. As we mentioned, Jill Ellis wanted to get a look at Alex Morgan. Her first opportunity with the national team since November as this ball played up for LaRue. U.S. good hustle as Carly Lloyd now comes down with a loose ball. Back to Holiday. Lloyd wide here now to Cox. And this ball will go off of the French player. This will probably get a very good ovation here as Alex Morgan makes her first appearance in 2014 for the United States.
Leaving the game, number 17, Sylvan Heath, replaced by number 13, Alex Morgan.
And we do, but we have a long ball by Thomas and being held, a tackle by Sauerbrunn, the loose ball picked up by Dooley. Dooley will have to turn it back as the United States with good players behind there, a good amount of players, and this one's cleared out for a throw-in. And you did hear the roar by the crowd, seeing Alex Morgan, who's perhaps becoming the face of the United States team here early on. That was in the 49th minute. And we'll get that for you here in a minute as this ball goes out of bounds for a throw-in. And just announced here the attendance on a rainy night in Tampa, 9,799, which is a new record here for the women's national team here in the Tampa Bay area. So good crowd fighting the weather and making their way here at Raymond James Stadium. As Hope Solo ready to take the goal kick. And she'll send it up towards midfield. Challenge won by Lloyd. Kristen Press with the loose ball. She'll try and take the overlapping run. Sent in. Morgan with the touch. Back wide. Cannot connect with Press, and Holiday gives chase. Allie Long and Allie Krieger work for pressure to get the ball back in possession of the U.S. Rampone and Sauerbrunn been very solid in the back. A couple of counter opportunities by the French were turned away, but the speed shown by Thomas to put pressure on, they've been able to defend that very well since that first opportunity by France. Ball into Press. Press, short ball in. And that's Holiday. Out wide. That's Krieger. Right foot sent back post. No one there. It goes out of bounds for a goal kick. A lot of excitement, and it appears in this case Morgan may have gone to be the striker up front, and now LaRue has kind of moved into that winger position that was being positioned by Tobin Heath. Running down into the corner and keeping it in is Laura George, who will send it back to Buadi. Now Alex Morgan. Holiday will come across. U.S. pressing their defenders forward, and now Krieger will hold it at midfield. Kristen Press cutting inside, no help. Should put it back to Rampone. Sauerbrunn with a little bit of space. Cox is staying on the sideline, but she'll put it inside to LaRue. Back out to Lloyd. Lloyd tries to get it to Cox, or Cox back there to Lloyd, and now the ball is sent across the penalty spot. No one there. Carly Lloyd got down to the end line and able to get that ball across. But France will dribble out from their back end. Lisa May cannot connect with Thomas. LaRue with a little bit of space. Plays it back, and Lloyd keeps it. Sent across. That's Krieger. No one in front of her, so she'll play it back to Kristen Press, who comes back for it. A little bit of space for Sauerbrunn. Tries to push the forward or the defender in. She does, and that's Stephanie Cox. No one there. She'll play it back to the defense.
Ball looking for Leroux. It's going to roll out, and it'll be off the United States, a France throw-in. And we have our first substitution for France. Coming off will be Elodie Thomas, and on will be Marina Makanza.
Making their first change, France substitution in the 53rd minute. Leaving the game, number 12, Elodie Thomas, replaced by number 19, Marina Makanza.
So France and U.S. both used one of their subs. We'll have 6 available for each team. It is an international friendly. Again, these two teams meeting on Thursday night up in East Rentschler, Rentschler Field, that is, in East Hartford, Connecticut. This one will be off Stephanie Cox. It'll be a throw-in for France. Amandine Henry, left-footed in, trying to find the forward. Cannot, and the U.S. will send it towards midfield. Ball still free. Henry with it. Go at the defenders. Got the substitute Makanza. Puts it across right foot. It'll go over everyone. It will skip out. It'll probably be a throw-in deep in the United States corner, as it just missed going out for a goal kick. Significant difference here as France will try and pinch in and not allow the United States to get out very easily out of the back. There's Ali Krieger, tries to get it, and France will come away with the throw, but they don't do anything with it. And now Alex Morgan has it at midfield. Her pass, though, go out of bounds. Be a throw in France. Dooley with it, and Dooley will be called for the push. It'll be a free kick for the United States. Kristen Press. There's Sauerbrunn and Rampone again, working along the defensive line for the long ball. Goes in, second ball. Morgan able to bring it down, but not able to control it. And there's Amandine Henry for France. Henry sends the long ball, headed away by Krieger. Press with a little bit of space, being chased, but she'll pull it back. Nassib able to turn her back. And now Morgan looking to go on the run, and Holiday decides to go short. She'll get it back, although that one's turned over. Lesame has it. She'll work with Abali. And now France will attack the middle of the field. And a right-footed shot knocked away, blocked by Sauerbrunn as Nassib tried to go around. Now here's Alex Morgan. This one comes off her foot too. Maybe a little bit of nerves for Alex. There's a couple touches, not what you typically see, but she is getting back into it after the stress fracture. Here's Amandine Henry. And now Nassib. Nassib will play it wide, and who's in an offsides position is the referee, and the linesmen work together. It'll be a free kick for the United States. Far side of the field. That is the second time France has been whistled for offsides, once in each half to this point. U.S. has not been so yet. We played 57 minutes. United States lead still leads 1-0. No one in red after that long ball. Bouhadi at the penalty spot. That ball roll over the sideline, throw in for the U.S. Coach Jill Ellis yelling a little bit of instructions there for the team in red. The U.S. wearing the red shirts with the blue and white shoulders. as Alex Morgan able to turn it into the penalty area. Now she's towards the goal box, and she'll try and whip it across. Sliding stop by the French defender. But as Morgan started to get back on it, in came Uwada, who sent that one out of bounds for a corner. Alex Morgan looking dangerous on the turn. Her cross, though, blocked by the French defense. There's Morgan, as you see, getting around Delanois. Perhaps the hand was up, but we'll go out for a corner. Holiday in this one, Bouadi, no one challenges. It goes to the back post. Bouadi looks, and there's no one except perhaps on the far side on the near sideline. And that's where she'll try and get the drop kick, although nicely touched here. And that's Lesame, who goes down looking for a foul, doesn't get it, and the United States will come away with possession. Ellie Long, who's taken down by Lesame. And Lesame, who after looking for the card, will get her own card. Came in a little bit aggressively, and since she didn't get the call last time, looks like Christina Uncle said that one seemed to have a little intent behind it, and she'll earn the game's first caution here in the 59th minute, make it the 60th minute. Long ball played up. Looking for Morgan. It will go off of the French head. It will be a throw-in for the United States. Stephanie Cox's pass goes right to Frances Dooley, and now France on a counterattack will send it onto the far side. That looks like low below into Nassib. Nassib's pass for Below is not there, and now Below will take down the United States player, and Carly Lloyd will chase it down. Perhaps possession was allowed at this point, or at least no foul was called. That ball was, though, run down by Lloyd and kept in, but now the United States will lose it, and France will attack in their offensive third. There's Henry. Point across to Delanois. Henry again looking forward. Headed away by Cox. Stephanie Cox now will try and go long. Cannot connect with Morgan, and now it will be a throw in. It'll be just take possession of it by Delanois. Hard to have a throw in the center of the field, but France with possession. Good pressure by Morgan, forcing her to go back. Half hour remaining here. Raymond James Stadium. Left foot sent skyward, and now Holiday tries to flick it onto LaRue and can't connect, and now Bouadine again. Henry to Makanza. Good defensive teamwork by the United States. Carly Lloyd has it. Finds Ali Krieger on the far side. Krieger, Morgan, and LaRue close there, and now pressure by Holiday, and Bouadine just has to send it towards midfield, and the United States with that pressure is forced a turnover. Kristen Press, Carly Lloyd. Lloyd left-footed, but it's going to be too far, and the French tackle finds now Lesame. But they cannot connect with Makanza. Or it was not Makanza there. That may have been Dooley. And the U.S. just trying to get shape, and Hope Solo hasn't had a touch in a while. She'll get it, and now back to Sauerbrunn. France intercepts the long ball, dribbles across midfield. And a tackle by Lloyd, and it'll be out of bounds. Throw in for France. Closer to a few more substitutions. Again, we mentioned 6 allowed in the game. Each team has had 1. And Alex Morgan has that one kicked out of bounds. It'll be a throw in the United States. There is the United States player, Alex, whose first cap in quite a while. This makes number 71 in her career. She has 44 career goals in those 71 games. Great rate of goals per game. Ball tried to play for Cox, and Carly Lloyd got a little bit too much on it, and it goes out of bounds, be a throw in for France. And that one's going to bounce off the leg of Becky Sauerbrunn. Headed out of bounds by Stephanie Cox. Throw in for France. A slip by Lloyd, and now a dangerous opportunity by Lisa May. Lloyd may have gotten an elbow to the head. And a bad pass by France's Camille Abali. Here's Holiday. Morgan. Allie Long. Cox to Lloyd. Lloyd is pushed over by Amandine Henry, and it'll be a free kick for the United States. First half, end-to-end action. We saw plenty of opportunities for the United States and a couple of opportunities on the counterattack for France. This half has slowed down a little bit. All teams going as you get a good look at Carly Lloyd. Lloyd with her 172nd cap. Currently second on the active goal-scoring leaders with Abby Wambach. Sydney Leroux has earned a throw-in for it. And what do you get when you earn a throw-in? You get to come off the field for a substitution. But Sydney Leroux, your game's goal scorer, will come on, and Heather O'Reilly, or make that Leroux will come off. And Heather O'Reilly will get an opportunity to run. They'll switch Kristen Press over to the left side and move Heather O'Reilly into the right. That throw in for Holiday will skip over the end line. It'll be a goal kick for France.
Tonight you are making history, so please give yourselves a big round of applause as the largest campaign to ever receive a U.S. women's national team game, 9,799.
As France looks to play it short. A little pressure up front by Morgan and Holiday, who will kind of zone the front and force France to go back to their goalkeeper again. Now a long ball looking for Makanza, and that one's going to go out of bounds. As Bouadine mishit that one. Tried to make the perfect pass, and that was a tough ball. As Makanza was standing in midfield and had to go back a couple of yards. Throw in for the United States. There's Press, who got the assist on the goal by Leroux. And it is the only score of the game as Makanza goes down. We might see a card here for the United States, perhaps. At least a talking to, and yes, we will see the caution. And that will go to Stephanie Cox. Cox kind of ran through the ball, kind of a hard caution, but it is a caution. Substitution for France coming onto the field will be, or at least coming off, would be Marie Lo Duli. And coming on will be Gaetan Tine. Gaetan Tine will come on, and France has their second substitution.
Leaving the game, number 18, Carilo Dooley, replaced by number 17, Gaetan Tine.
And this long ball will find its way back to Bouadine, standing quite a bit out of her penalty area. And now that short pass, and France just has to send it up towards midfield. Amandine Henry heads it up. It will skip over the foot of Rampone, and now Henry has it. Going and attack in the middle of the field, tries to go inside, and again, a good defensive play by the United States, and they will earn the free kick as Ali Krieger able to step inside the defender. Ball was played in, and Krieger was able to put her body between that and the defender. As you can see, able to step inside and run off Tine, who had not yet touched the ball. Tine commits the foul. So some great defensive plays by the United States, at least using their body and changing the shape of a play. Solo's free kick. Now Rampone will play back to Hope Solo. Solo's got some room with Sauerbrunn. She does. Good pressure up front, forces Solo to go, but only one forward for France. And the United States easily able to beat that with their 4 people. There's Alex Morgan on the ball. Screams coming from the sideline, and Morgan will earn a throw in as she tries to work with the newly entering the game, Heather O'Reilly. 70th minute, United States leads 1-0 over France here at Raymond James in Tampa. Carly Lloyd cannot connect with Morgan, and the ball will somehow find its way back to Bouadine again. Bouadine looking with the long ball, and it's going to go straight to Cox, and Cox and Ali Long work together. Kristen Press's pass intercepted, and her hustle, though, able to work her turnover. And now again, some back to France. There's Makanza. Tine cannot connect with her. And now Holiday into Press. Press trying to switch the field. She does. Back to Rampone. Rampone with a little space. Goes at the defender. Tries to draw near, and it does. It's Morgan who will just keep possession. Now ball played, and Cox doesn't reach her. Headed down and away by Uada, but it'll be a throw in for the United States. Here's Cox working with Holiday. Holiday tries to go in. Morgan, who was cutting inside, but able to work for it, but second ball's free. Lloyd's hustle, able to get into the ball, and she might be pulled, and she is being pulled, but no call made on the play as Lloyd and Henry get tangled up, but it will go out. It'll be a throw in for France. Headed back into play. That's Ali Long. Lloyd will play it for Long. Into Morgan. Morgan wide to Krieger. Krieger with a little bit of space has one defender on her. That's Nassib. Nassib sees the ball go over her head, but it will bounce once to Bouadine. Kristen Press couldn't get there. Wasn't quite sure whether or not it would go off the head of the defender, and as it is, Bouadine will send it down to her feet. Here's Laura George, whose pass cannot connect, and now the United States will take possession. Looks like we have a French substitute ready to come on the field here. Next opportunity. A couple of players still warming up for the United States, but Lauren Holiday has it. Carly Lloyd into Sauerbrunn. And to Ali Long, who splits a couple defenders. Send it wide out to Holiday. It was Alex Morgan out there able to keep it in, and now Heather O'Reilly will earn a corner kick for the United States. So good hustle by O'Reilly, earns the corner. Lauren Holiday puts it down, looking to do the short corner, although the ball rolls outside of the circle. Referee telling her to step it up a little bit, hurry up. Ball driven towards there, headed by Morgan, but collision, and that ball's still going to stay in play. France will run it down. Short to Kristen Press. Press on with Allie Long, tried to flip in, nice touch by Morgan, that's on to Holiday. Holiday, though, spins and has it taken away. Nice touch passing by the United States, but the final touch can't be controlled, and now France will come away out that. And a good pressure by Makanza, who basically runs over the U.S. player, at least runs through her. And now the ball is loose, and Sauerbrunn is going to play it to Solo, who first time will send it towards midfield. Coming down, it'll be controlled by France. And now do we have a handball, but no play on. Ball was played into the hand of the French player. U.S. looking for a call, didn't get it. And now it will find its way to Laura George. There's Uwara. Good work by France along the sideline, and good work by Carly Lloyd to take it off of Le Sommet. And it'll be a throw in for France. France will make their third substitution. Coming off will be Camille Abeli and Elise Busaglia will come on. So Elise Busaglia comes into the game. And this one will go over everyone's head. Sauerbrunn works it nicely with Cox. Stephanie Cox tries to find Kristen Press. It will go over their heads, and France will take it up the far side. That's low below. Nice move. And an offside position is Le Sommet. France had an opportunity as Amandine Henry able to make a couple of moves to make a couple of players miss there. But her left-footed touch and easily offsides as the back line for the United States steps up and earns the offsides. Hope Solo on the big screen, and one of those statistics we were talking about, the United States about 15 minutes and change away. Hope Solo, the wave is hitting Raymond James Stadium is what it is, but there's the United States keeper who could make her way into the record book should the United States keep a clean sheet the rest of the way. Moving into a tie with Brian Haskuri for the all-time lead at 71 with shutouts. But the U.S. has some defensive work to handle before that. On the ball is Heather O'Reilly. She'll look at it short. Alex Morgan cuts inside, toe poked away. Now France with an opportunity. Nice step by Stephanie Cox. Into O'Reilly again, a slide tackle by Laura George, and O'Reilly may have got the ankle clip, but it's a nice tackle. It'll be a throw in for the United States, and George got there. Cleats may have been up a little bit, but she got in and got the ball, and not going to see that one called very often. United States able to keep it in, and now Makanza will try and back kill. It'll be a throw in for the U.S.
Please stick around for an exclusive post-game interview immediately following tonight's game with our Budweiser Woman of the Match.
Alex Morgan flips it on. There's Holiday, who's being grabbed, but she goes to the ground in the penalty area. No call. Headed up by Sauerbrunn. Rampone down with the feet, and now wide to Allie Krieger. Krieger goes across midfield looking for a little help. There's Kristen Press. Press will cut inside and tries to find Holiday. Can't connect. Now ahead and up, and it will be too far as Krieger can't find the forwards. Buadine. Dribbles out to the penalty area, and here's Morgan will pressure her. And she'll play it out to Makanza. Again, Stephanie Cox, nice defensive play. Heather O'Reilly into Morgan. Alex, one defender on her. She's able to run it down. Looks to left foot, cross back post is going to be too far for press. Carly Lloyd will run it down. She'll have a little bit of time when she's able to turn. Defender going out on hers, low below. Lloyd cuts it inside, left foot. Back post, open is Morgan. Left foot, volley, high and over the top. Morgan was there waiting on the ball, and she sent that one skyward, looking to make a dynamic goal with that left foot volley. But it will be a goal kick for France. There's the long ball, and there's Morgan, left foot, leaning back. And lucky fans in about row 15 here at Raymond James Stadium. Makanza able to dribble and make a couple miss. Now a ball by Tine. Nassib cannot connect with low below. And we'll have a substitute for France again. Letitia Tanazi will come on for Eugenie Lesame. France back in with a throw in. And now Amandine Henry. Open person on the far side. That seems to be Nassib. Back to Nassib. We'll get it. Krieger runs out on her. Right foot into Tine. Tine on the ball, tries to play it across. Instead, it will go out for a goal kick, and Hope Solo will have the goal kick here in the second half. '80th minute just passed. Final 10 minutes, and any time the referee decides to add on. Solo's kick out to midfield, over the head, and skips past and back to low below for France. Challenged by O'Reilly and Morgan. The two of them working 2v2, but France able to move it towards the other side of the field. Brings it up. And now Laura George will have it. Henry and George back to Buadi. And there's Delanois. France not going anywhere forward. The U.S. content to let them play it in their back third. Buadi. Short to George. Into Amandine Henry. Now the U.S. will press. And it flipped on. Stephanie Cox able to find her goalkeeper, Hope Solo, and get it out of danger. Solo. And the ball in front of her around midfield. Looks to push it forward slightly. France seems content to wait for the long ball. And now pressure coming slowly, but Solo will send it up towards midfield. Flipped on by Ali Long and even further by O'Reilly, but now France will have it. Ball, dangerous ball inside. Tackled by Sauerbrunn, and this one's going to go out of bounds for a goal kick. Sauerbrunn came in after the touch, but she may have got it and played it off of Nassib. We'll see as that long ball came in. Here it is over the top, and that was exactly what happened. Sauerbrunn able to come in and was able to play the ball off of Nassib as it goes off of the knee of Nassib. And Uncle will give Hope Solo a card for taking her time. Solo just perhaps taking this. You could see that one coming from the first half as Christina Uncle kind of gave Hope Solo the talk earlier. And the last goal kick, she came all the way down to the goal, and at that point she's pulled the card out. So we're at 83rd minute here, and Hope Solo And as it is, it will be out of bounds for a throw-in for the United States. Solo's goal kick seemed to, maybe the yellow card seemed to rattle her a bit. It wasn't really very far. A French player is able to head it up, but the U.S. kind of deep in their end, about 18 yards off the line, looking to throw it out. Holiday goes the ball over her head, so France will take the ball, played in, and an offsides position is Nassib. Nassib tried to get in, didn't time her run just right. And the French with a dangerous opportunity. Now Hope Solo will look to see. Of course, already the caution. That would be tough to go out. Now Solo will talk with Uncle, and now all of a sudden Uncle again will tell her to play it along. Long ball. Up, headed away. Loose ball. France able to get to it, but they can't do a lot with it. But now it will come away the next one. Amandine Henry runs to it. Carly Lloyd. Now the ball's free and just played away. Long ball shot. And that one was an opportunity for France. About 30 yards out. It goes wide, and now Hope Solo will have another goal kick. That shot may have been by Busaglia, who just came into the game. Now Hope Solo drives this one, flicked on, and Alex Morgan also flicked on. O'Reilly able to get a head on it, but it goes to the France back line. This one will go off with a foot of Kristen Press. Now back to Bouadi. Sauerbrunn, first one to it. It goes up to midfield. Holiday with it. She'll let the ball go through her. Now she's taken down. Henry. Showa Sportsmanship picked her up. Perhaps feet just got tangled up. Holiday wearing the captain's armband. That's left foot. Got tangled up with the left foot. U.S. along the back line. And Rampone will play this one off of Nassib. France seems to be pushing a couple of other players forward here as we hit the last 5 minutes plus stoppage time. A little desperation time as the U.S. still leads 1-0. First half goal by Sydney Leroux. That ball's flayed over the top, and another dangerous opportunity, France, and they just send it wide. Hope Solo a little slow off her line, but that ball came out. And this will be a goal kick for the United States. France with a dangerous opportunity here in this and looking for a call. She's not going to get it, as you can see, is Tonazi. Tonazi comes out, and the ball was already played past. And Hope Solo, who does have a yellow card for a delayed game, but may clip the player, but the fact is the ball was well passed and not affect the play. And it's a goal kick for the United States. The United States almost got beat on a long ball. Again, France into a situation. They had this goal kick back into play, and we'll have a free kick for France. Foul called on the United States. Here's Nassib. About 40 yards out. Now she'll push it forward a little bit more, and we'll see whether or not the referee, yeah, she saw Nassib a couple times, and they're going to tell her to go ahead and play it. So Nassib, line being held about the 18-yard box. Nassib on top of it. We talked about her in the pregame. 15 assists already in the campaign. She's going to send this one up towards the area, and it is headed away by the United States. It'll be a corner kick. Communication maybe not where it should have been. Ali Krieger was there. No one was going to run onto it, but she went ahead and headed it out. It's always better safe than sorry. But that was a corner kick that the United States probably didn't have to give up. Here's Nassib, who's running over to take the corner. Be an outswinger. Right foot, driven, across, flipped on, and that ball will roll out for a goal kick. Don't think it went off the back post as Makanza was running near post, flipped it on, and it just went outside the far post. Nassib near post, and as you can see, it goes out. Alex Morgan was there if it was on net, but it does go out. It will be a goal kick for the United States. U.S. hanging on here as we play the final 3 minutes. It's Hope Solo looks to take this goal kick. 1-0 lead. Back heel, nice play by France. There's Nassib. Nassib on it, now on her right foot. She's got an open person. There's the substitution, Tonazi. Tonazi goes around, and it's knocked out of bounds as Stephanie Cox recovers and gets this one out for a corner. But France has been attacking the last 2 or 3 minutes. It's 88 minutes on the clock. The United States sending it's Alex Morgan back. All 11 players in the penalty area. Here's Nassib again. Right foot out swinger. Tried to do the same thing back and on. Hope Solo punched, and it's shot over the net and wide. Over and wide. And it will be another corner kick. Perhaps a deflection came off of there. So Nassib looks to do it again. Solo came out, able to punch it away, but the loose ball around the penalty area went out wide. Here's Nassib again. Driven. Headed. No, that's off the foot. Cleared away, and Holiday sends it down, but it's still loose, and it's in France's possession. Now to Mackinac. Open is Nassib. Into the penalty area. Right foot into Mackinac. Just misses, and now Ali Long has it, but a tackle comes out, and Long now has it. And it's a 3-on-2. Alex Morgan trying to make the run on the backside. And now long ball by Press, who will send it, and it will go to Bouadi. The United States try to do their own counter. 89 minutes on the clock gone by. Long ball headed away by Cox aggressively. Well done. Kristen Press now has it. Tries to play it in the corner, and offsides is Alex Morgan. Morgan looking to play it into the corner and perhaps hold it there, but her run was a little early, and it is an offsides free kick for the French. Keep an eye on the fourth official. We have had a couple of injuries here in the second half. We'll see how much time is added. Bouadi plays it long. Challenging, flipped on by Tonazi. She gets it, wins it. And now headed away by Sauerbrunn. And Kristen Press will be called for the foul from behind. And she'll get a caution on this too. Foot went in. As Uwara trying to go. Nassib again will be on the ball. Two-man wall here for the United States. Press will look to watch the overlapping runner in Uwara. She'll cut back inside now. Line being held about the 18-yard box. Lots of green space. Nassib. Driven. And the ball's through, and it's loose on the ground, and it's kicked out now by the United States. It was free, about 6 yards out. Now Kristen Press has it, and she's just going to try and play it up towards midfield. Running onto it is O'Reilly. Run off to it is France. The throw in. See the extra time now. Headed down by France. That's going to go off the foot. And now played in longer. Now Carly Lloyd. Good pressure, but has it go. France able to switch the field. So France now has it. Looking to go. Believe there's 3 minutes of extra time. That one headed away. Now the ball at the feet of Uwara. Uwara with Makanza. France still pressing forward, looking for the tying goal. Cutting inside. Nice move. Back to Makanza, who has it. But it's played off of Makanza, and it will roll out for a goal kick. France a little dangerous into that sense. Ball rolls past us, so we'll keep our eyes on the referee here. Hope looks to send this one forward. The U.S. goalkeeper looking to hit the record books. Headed back, and now Henri. Nice tackle by Ali Long. Ali Long, though, fighting with Henri for it. And stays with it. Now Henri comes away with it. Henri will switch it to Makanza. Makanza steps inside. Now back to Nassib. And that one's played off of Nassib. I think it's going to be kept in, and it is kept in by Uwara. Long ball played towards the penalty area. Hope Solo catches it cleanly as the ball clears the defender and the forward. So now Hope Solo. Off the drop kick. And Adams headed out of bounds for a throw-in. And it is 3 minutes, so we're final seconds here. As the United States trying to hang on. France been very dangerous in the last 5 minutes. The U.S. looking for the throw, leading France 1-0. Long ball now back. We'll try and get it to Bouhaddi. We'll look to play it long. She's been doing it all game, and no difference now. Is 4, 5, 6. Now French players are up. The United States will probably want to drop a couple more beyond it. Headed out, though, by Stephanie Cox. Throw in by Nassib. This will be the last chance for France, perhaps. And at the feet of Tonazi. And nicely predicted by Becky Sauerbrunn. And at the feet of Becky Sauerbrunn is where this game will end. The United States comes away with a 1-0 lead. You can see Hope Solo there, who's now in the record books. 71, who has now tied Brianna Scurry for all-time shutouts for the United States. And the United States has an impressive victory here tonight against France, controlling much of it and particularly hanging on defensively in the last few minutes. It was a tough go of it here as France really tried to get that tying goal, but the U.S. able to do what they needed to do there at the end. So look at a few of these highlights coming up shortly here. We'll also kind of get you a final look at the final stats, but when you look at exactly what happened tonight, early on the United States really controlled. France had the idea of how to play this team. They wanted to sit back and let the United States control it. They did that, and then they went on the counterattack, and particularly early, a couple of big saves by Hope Solo, a couple of great defensive plays by the United States, and they did enough. Second half was a little bit more controlled. Not as much action until France really pushed forward at the end. And that's where this one ends. The United States, as you can see, 9,799 happy fans here at Raymond James Stadium will go home a winner in this international friendly. These same two teams will do it again Thursday night up in East Hartford, Connecticut. And it should be another interesting game as you see them all at this point trying to get loosened up. So the United States, a 1-0 winner here tonight on this Saturday here at Raymond James Stadium. We'll continue looking here at the teams. I know we'll have a little highlights for it. We'll also kind of give you a few other things on the final statistics when we see that. But it is a good effort. The United States only using a couple subs tonight. And they did get a chance to see Alex Morgan, who made her way back. And it's nice to see her in her first game back since November when she was able to make it back onto the roster here because of that stress fracture in her ankle. But she did play a little bit with her NWSL team just last week. Did not have the services of Abby Wambach tonight. Abby was recuperating from the knee. You've seen her. It's nothing incredibly serious. She's been practicing with the team, at least as far as getting the running in, getting the exercise in, but that knee's been bandaged. And Jill Ellis has her first official win. Her first win as the official head coach. That is, she has 7 wins or 6 wins as the interim, 3 draws, but now 7-0-3 as it is. We'll go ahead and we'll listen to the field here.
Talk about the game tonight. Obviously, you got the results you wanted. How did you get it done, even with the wet surface? Talk about the game. How do you guys play?
First, it's to France. An excellent game. We went to the team. And congratulations, Joel. First win. About the game, it was great. The team played an awesome defensive game. Great shape. Space in the team. Allowed us to attack. Both were excellent. And they're great. Congratulations to the team. Have a good track.
Of course, we got a chance to look at some of the highlights here from tonight's game. As we said there, we had the first half goals, of course. And let's get a good look at that. Here is the touch here on the backside. Is Holiday able to cut it in? Here's second half action as the United States press it in. And there was the dangerous opportunity for France coming in. And in those last 5 minutes, the flick on, the opportunity in front of the net, and they're trying to look. But the United States able to hold firm, hold sound. But it was about 3 or 4 corner kicks, including out there. You saw the punch out, and there's the deflection. If that ball's not deflected, perhaps we're looking at a different story. But Hope Solo again strong right there at the end, and the United States able to come away with that. And there's the congratulatory hugs we talked about. Now in the record books officially, you were second, now you're tied for first, 71 apiece. So that's it. And I can tell you, I know that tonight's result is the second game coming up. Something very exciting there for the United States as Jill Ellis again gets that first win as head coach of the United States. But I want to thank everyone involved here on behalf of the entire production team, all those at U.S. Soccer. I'm Mike Pepper. Once again, the final score from Raymond James Stadiums is 1-0. The United States beats France. So long from Tampa, Florida.
For Carly Lord on her left, sensational goal. Gonna go, keeper's out, that's empty, LaRue, U.S. leads. It's offside, it's Raquel, stopped again by Solo. Womack, goal number 159. It's the international scoring record. And the U.S. begins this journey to the 2015 World Cup.